Welcome to NEET Biology MCQs educational channel. Are you a NEET aspirant? Get ready to challenge your brain with high-quality MCQs based on the NCERT book. Sharpen your concepts, enhance application skills, and master assertion reasoning and statement-based questions. Match List 1 with List 2. List I, Organism Genzyme. List 2, Role Views. A. Methanobacterium, 1. Biogas production. B. Monascus purpureus, 2. Lowers cholesterol. C. Streptococcus, 3. Produces streptokinase. D. Penicillium notatum, 4. Produces penicillin. A. A3, B2, C4, D1. B. A3, B4, C1, D2. C. A1, B3, C2, D4. D. A2, B1, C3, D4. Correct answer is C. A1B3, C2, D4. Explanation. Methanobacterium is an anaerobic archaeon used in biogas production, A1. Monascus purpureus produces statins, which help in lowering cholesterol, B3. Streptococcus is used to produce streptokinase, a clot-busting enzyme, C2. Penicillium notatum produces the antibiotic penicillin, D4. Choose the correct statement regarding juxtamedullary nephrons. A. Renal corpuscle of juxtamedullary nephron lies in the outer portion of the renal medulla. B. Loop of Henle of juxtamedullary nephron runs deep into the medulla. C. Juxtamedullary nephrons outnumber cortical nephrons. D. Juxtamedullary nephrons are located in the columns of Bertini. Correct answer is B. Loop of Henle of juxtamedullary nephron runs deep into the medulla. Explanation. Juxtamedullary nephrons are fewer in number and have longer loops of Henle that penetrate deep into the renal medulla for better urine concentration. Cortical nephrons are more numerous. Columns of Bertini are extensions of the renal cortex between the pyramids and do not contain nephron bodies. Identify the correct sequence of hormonal regulation and cell involvement in spermatogenesis. A. ICSH, interstitial cells, Leydig cells, spermiogenesis. B. FSH, Sertoli cells, Leydig cells, spermatogenesis. C. ICSH, Leydig cells, Sertoli cells, spermatogenesis. D. FSH, Leydig cells, Sertoli cells, spermiogenesis. Correct answer is C. ICSH, Leydig cells, Sertoli cells, spermatogenesis. Explanation. ICSH, interstitial cell stimulating hormone, is another name for LH in males. It acts on Leydig cells, stimulating them to produce testosterone. Leydig cells, located in the interstitial spaces of testes, secrete testosterone, the key hormone promoting spermatogenesis. Sertoli cells, located inside seminiferous tubules, are directly involved in the nourishment and support of developing sperm cells. They respond to testosterone and FSH. Spermatogenesis is the complete process of sperm formation, from spermatogonia to spermatozoa, while spermiogenesis is the final transformation of spermatids into mature spermatozoa. Thus, the correct sequence is ICSH, Leydig cells, Sertoli cells, spermatogenesis. Match List 1 with List 2. List 1, Hormone. List 2, Source, Function. A. Progesterone, 1. Corpus luteum. B. Relaxin, 2. Ovary. C. Melanocyte-stimulating hormone, MSH, 3. Pars intermedia. D. Catecholamines, 4. Adrenal medulla. A. A1B2, C3, D4. B. A2, B1, C4, D3. C. A3, B2, C4, D1. D. A1B3, C2, D4. Correct answer. A. A1B2, C3, D4. Explanation. Progesterone is mainly produced by the corpus luteum after ovulation, A1. Relaxin is secreted by the ovary, especially during late pregnancy. B2. MSH, melanocyte-stimulating hormone, is secreted by the pars intermedia of the pituitary. C3. Catecholamines, adrenaline and noradrenaline, are produced by the adrenal medulla. D4. Statement 1. Bone marrow is the main lymphoid organ where all blood cells, including lymphocytes, are produced. Statement 2. Both bone marrow and thymus provide microenvironments for the development and maturation of T lymphocytes. A. Both Statement 1 and Statement 2 are false. B. Statement 1 is true but Statement 2 is false. C. Statement 1 is false but Statement 2 is true. D. Both Statement 1 and Statement 2 are true. Correct answer. B. Statement 1 is true but Statement 2 is false. Explanation. Bone marrow is the primary lymphoid organ where all blood cells, including lymphocytes, are formed. T lymphocytes mature only in the thymus, not in bone marrow. Thus, Statement 2 is false. Statement 1. Gauss' competitive exclusion principle states that two closely related species competing for different resources cannot exist indefinitely. Statement 2. According to Gauss' principle, during competition, the inferior will be eliminated. This may be true if resources are limiting. A. Both Statement 1 and Statement 2 are false. B. Statement 1 is true but Statement 2 is false. C. Statement 1 is false but Statement 2 is true. D. Both Statement 1 and Statement 2 are true. Correct answer is D. Both Statement 1 and Statement 2 are true. Explanation. Gauss' competitive exclusion principle says that two species competing for the same resources cannot coexist indefinitely in the same niche. The inferior species gets eliminated when resources are limited, which confirms Statement 2 as well. So, both statements are correct and consistent with ecological principles. Match List 1 with List 2. A. Commensalism 1. Cattle egret and grazing cattle. B. Mutualism 2. Lichen. C. Predation 3. Tiger and deer. D. Parasitism 4. Plasmodium and humans. A. A4, B2, C1, D3. B. A3, B4, C2, D1. C. A3, B4, C1, D2. D. A1, B3, C2, D4. Correct answer is D. A1, B3, C2, D4. Explanation. Commensalism. 1 benefits, other unaffected, cattle egret and cattle Z1. Mutualism. Both benefit, lichen, algae plus fungi. B3. Predation. Predator kills prey, tiger and deer. C2. Parasitism. Parasite benefits, host harmed, plasmodium in humans. D4. Match List 1 with List 2 related to the digestive system of cockroach. List 1, List 2. A. Salivary gland 1. Digestion of starch. B. Hepatic CC2. Secretion of digestive enzymes. C. Gizzard 3. Grinding food. D. Colon 4. Absorbs water. A. A1, B4, C2, D3. B. A2, B1, C4, D3. C. A4, B2, C3, D1. D. A1, B3, C4, D2. Correct answer is A. A1, B4, C2, D3. Explanation. Salivary gland helps in starch digestion. A1. Hepatic CC involved in enzyme secretion should match B2. gizzard, mechanical digestion by grinding food, C3. Colon, absorbs water from undigested material, D4. Match List 1 with List 2. List 1, concept. List 2, associated term, feature. A. Diabetes insipidus 1. ADH deficiency. B. Emphysema 2. Alveolar wall destruction. C. Angina pectoris 3. Chest pain due to lack of O. D. Gigantism 4. X is GH secretion in childhood. A. A3, B2, C4, D1. B. A3, B4, C1, D2. C. A4, B3, C1, D2. D. A1, B2, C3, D4. Correct answer is D. A1, B2, C3, D4. Explanation. Diabetes insipidus, caused by ADH, vasopressin, deficiency, A1. Emphysema, lung disease with alveolar wall damage, B2. Angina pectoris, chest pain due to oxygen shortage in heart, C3. Gigantism, due to excess growth hormone during childhood, D4. Match List 1 with List 2. List 1, hormone gland. List 2, secretion. A. Hypothalamus 1. Erythropoietin. B. Kidney 2. Aldosterone. C. Gastrointestinal tract 3. Atrial natriuretic factor. D. Adrenal cortex 4. Secretin. A. A3, B1, C2, D4. B. A1, B3, C4, D2. C. A3, B1, C4, D2. D. A2, B1, C3, D4. Correct answer C. A3, B1, C4, D2. Explanation. Hypothalamus produces many releasing hormones but not any of the listed here directly. However, atrial natriuretic factor, ANF, is incorrectly associated with it, may be a key misprint. Yet per option logic. Kidney produces erythropoietin, B1. Gastrointestinal tract secretes secretin, C4. Adrenal cortex secretes aldosterone, D2. Thus, best logical match in this context is C. Given below are two statements. Statement 1. The cerebral hemispheres are connected by a nerve tract known as the corpus callosum. Statement 2. The brainstem consists of the medulla oblongata, pons, and cerebrum. A. Both Statement 1 and Statement 2 are incorrect. B. Statement 1 is correct but Statement 2 is incorrect. C. Statement 1 is incorrect but Statement 2 is correct. D. Both Statement 1 and Statement 2 are correct. Correct answer is B. Statement 1 is correct but Statement 2 is incorrect. Explanation. Statement 1 is true, the corpus callosum connects the two cerebral hemispheres. Statement 2 is false, the brainstem includes the medulla, pons, and midbrain, not cerebrum. Regarding the catalytic cycle of an enzyme action, select the correct sequential steps. Given steps: A. Substrate enzyme complex formation. B. Free enzyme ready to bind with another substrate. C. Release of products. D. Chemical bonds of the substrate broken. E. Substrate binding to active site. A, E, B, D, C. B, A, C, D, E. C, D, C, B, A. D, A, D, C, B.